Well, welcome back to the garden. Hey, hi, Glenn here. It is a beautiful spring day as we head back into the garden. Here's Jackson, the garden dog. It was 3 years ago when we did our first little video about being at home in the garden. Excited to be sharing another season with you. Take a little walk around the garden, see where we're at. So I want to say we did an acceptable job in putting the garden to sleep last fall. Cleaned most everything up, and all that we're seeing is just a handful of the spring annual weeds popping up. And one of my themes for the 3 seasons has been just lowering the weed seed bank. So it's really effective this spring. There's not that much that really needs to get pulled out. So cleanup should be fairly quick if we have enough time. We'll talk more about that. Straw bales look good. I'm really excited to get the straw bales, the old straw bales used, and get the new ones started. But first of all, we're just going to poke around and start pulling some weeds and figuring out exactly what we're going to get done today. I'm sure coffee is in our future. So I'm planning on taking a little different approach to some of the self-seeding volunteer seeds that happen in the garden. Last year I left a whole bunch of tomatoes because I'm like, oh, tomato plant, and decided to save those, and it just became too much of a mess. But the one that I do like to save are my hollyhocks, and what I just dug up there is some sunflowers. Love the sunflowers, so I decided to transplant some of the sunflowers into a couple of rows, and because we like flowers in our garden. So I never really have a huge master plan, like I spend all winter figuring out exactly what variety I'm going to plant in what part of the garden. It just kind of evolves as we purchase plants and what we want to do. There's the basics that we really enjoy, the tomatoes, the peppers, so the beans, the onions, we like all those. But coffee time, so Jax and I went in and we got the little pups, Walter and Finnegan. They came out to do their morning biz before they head to the dog park, and time for a pot of coffee. We'll be right back. Hey, hi, coffee break time. We're actually finishing coffee break Gonna do a little bit more bed prep, and I think we are gonna run to one of our greenhouses. Yay, not our greenhouses, but one that we like to go to. So interesting day, interesting year, but let's finish our coffee. So I refer to them as a cell. A lot of times you'll see them called a mound system of gardening, but I have the area where I put my plants that never gets walked on, so the soil never gets compacted, and then the little aisle in between, some of them I have bluestone, some of them it's just loose dirt. But that's where I walk and compact that soil and not the growing. Makes it super easy to get the garden ready to plant. Well, it's not all work. We have to enjoy a little rest and relaxation. So we're going to hang out a little bit before we head down to the greenhouse. But back to kind of cleaning and prepping the beds. How do you prep your beds? Let me know. Leave a comment down below. But that is my favorite tool. I call it the potato fork. Everyone else has a different name for it. But I rarely use a garden tiller or weeding or tiller at all. So it's all kind of hand turning it over, and when the soil's nice and loose, it works great. Rory stopped by to check out some stuff in the garage, the carriage house, and as you can see, the day just kind of slipped by. And it was nice to have Doug stop by, fill us in on how the Dundas Dukes did. They beat Red Wing in the 9th inning in walk-off fashion. That's kind of fun. The ballpark's only a couple blocks from the house, but we did have to get something planted. So new to the garden this year for me are some canna lilies, and I just wanted traditional ones, so they are red flowering. We'll see those in a bit. The water is turned on and working this year, and it is a good day. Hey, that coffee mug from before was a Donovan Palmquist. I'll try to put a link somewhere for it, but hey, today's efforts was pretty good. 4 or 5 cells cleaned up, a couple more to go. Looks like we got a lot of rain in the future, so I'm not sure how much more we're gonna get ready, but we should be ready for planting soon. Down where I transplanted the sunflowers, the squirrels were already busy messing things up a little bit, but I think most of them will make it, and there's still a few more that I can transplant down there. Hey, thanks so much for following along at home in the gardens with Glenn. It's a great journey. Check out the previous 2 seasons, and kind of a special little thank you to my niece Lauren. As a Christmas present, she got me a little sign for the garden, so kind of fun to be putting that in place in this first video. Can you guess what it's called? Come on, you can guess. Yes, Glenn's Garden. How about that? Anyways, thanks so much. Make sure you plant some flowers. They are food for the soul. There you go. You know what? Go ahead, enjoy.